New season, new cast. Jason, how are the decisions made of who gets to be on the show? Because some of our forgotten friends are still O Group agents.
Yes, true. That is not a decision that is made solely by me. That's really kind of a collaborative decision with the production company, with Netflix, and then also with the agents. You know?
We all take a vote.
It's Survivor.
It's true. I don't want to get in trouble. So it's a really laborious and long process with a lot of opinions.
Brandi, did this shakeup feel right, or are you missing some people?
Of course we're missing some people, right? But I think it is very on brand for Oppenheim Group. You know what I mean? We're always changing up things, changing up characters. I mean, I like them. So I think that it did feel right.
Gio's like, no, we're good with this group. That's perfect.
100%.
Austin, did this season feel different to you given the chemistry switch
Yes.
up? Yeah.
Yes, very much so. It was very enjoyable. The season was it was mellow. I kind of took a back seat, and the new cast members were amazing. It was really nice.
You're coming from San Diego?
I am coming from San Diego, yes.
Fiona, welcome. Trial by fire. Why did you want to do this, and what did you get out of the experience?
I wanted to do this because, I want to keep growing in my business, and everyone I'm sitting with here has sold insanely beautiful properties at the caliber that I'm, reaching for and getting to. So I really thought that, being on the show and a part of this experience would be good for my business, and it was also just a new and exciting opportunity.
Kaylee and Ashtyn, why did you want to sign yourself up for reality TV? Are you regretting it now that you've seen it?
Oh, I mean, we know what we signed up for.
Is it everything you thought it would be?
It was worse than I thought it would be.
You did say that you know all the tea about everyone.
Did you know you would have a foe in Ashtyn?
Honestly, not at all. Coming onto the show, I didn't really know anybody that much from, I have from just being a part of the same brokerage, but we didn't really mingle too much. So I think going into it, I actually felt, excited that there was another San Diego agent, oh, I have a friend, we're both going into this together. And then I quickly kind of realized that it wasn't what I was hoping for or thinking.
The season builds up to this whole thing with her client flirting conversation.
He said that none of it is true. There's the source, there's the guy, that's his property. I reached out directly to him and he said it wasn't true. So how does that make you look and your credibility with all of
I had text messages too between me and my girlfriend.
Well, I would love to see that. This is all a lie. She was not flirting, that never happened.
So I was kind of taken back whenever Fiona comes to me with the DM from Andrew, which then I start to think, okay, why is my friend doubling back on what he said to me? So then I also feel like, okay, maybe he doesn't want me to be putting his personal text messages and my friend's personal text messages out to the public. They didn't sign up. My girlfriend especially didn't sign up she actually wanted to be away from the drama, which is why she didn't show up at my baby shower. And I texted her afterwards and I asked, hey, why didn't Andrew back me up? What happened?
We never see receipts from her end. Has she produced them yet?
She has not. We have still yet to see these receipts.
They don't exist.
I don't know if they exist.
She said it was because he want receipts.
Okay, we're pulling out receipts right here.
Okay. Let's see here.
As Brandi once said, the thing about them tables.
Yeah, they can turn.
Still my favorite.
Yeah, the most iconic line of the whole
She
series.
said, I think he's mad that I even said anything. And I said, oh, really? He said, he's like, oh, God, I didn't want to have drama with these girls. So he's like, yeah, miscommunication, whatever, to her.
Okay.
So
receipts delivered.
kind of just
get the
You
receipt.
tried to
he
be
wanted
her
to brush
guide
it
in
under
all
the
of
rug,
this.
I also told her
is
to get
what it
receipts.
was. Yeah.
I was upset because I felt like you were poaching the listing from everything that happened.
That's
You
not
told
what
me.
I did. I had no idea that this was your friend, your client. Kaylee's also saying it's her client, so it's already a cluster.
Hall, you have gone up against many people in your time on Selling the OC. Why was Ashtyn the person to push you to break the fourth wall?
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. This whole situation is Nope, we're not doing any of that.
And I figured I could talk it out with her real quick.
I will de-mic myself, and I will no longer be filming with Ashtyn. I think this being our fourth season, right? I kind of mentioned before, I feel like some of the original cast, there's targets on our backs to a certain degree. And From the moment I very first met Ashtyn, it was just drama and trying to stir the pot and trying to do things. And I really felt like the baby shower was me extending an olive branch that wasn't even my place to extend. And how it's shot also isn't always how it's in real life, shot. So what you guys see is not always the 100% accurate.
It's edited down.
It's
There's
edited,
only so many
yeah.
minutes in an episode.
And so I was very clear, like, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna be the bigger person and I don't want any drama. And the first thing that she did when she walked through the door was come straight to me and drop that bomb. And I took off my mic because I didn't want to give her anything to work with. I just wanted to not be there. And to be honest with you, I was so hurt in that moment. And I stormed off and I got in my car and I was like, I don't want to say something that I'm going to regret. I don't want to give this any validity. This is my career, this is my life, my livelihood. And I was at a breaking point because it was so inappropriate and such a bold-faced lie. And as a girl, I'm just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Isn't it also more like, sometimes I feel if someone comes after your reputation and comes after you professionally, it's almost worse than if they come after you personally.
I mean, personally, that's what it's kind of been in the past. And this was like something that I've worked for so long in my career, to be a certain way and go against that stigma, or to have people say like, oh, you got to a certain place because of X, Y, and Z. We've all dealt with it as women.
I just wanted to talk to you about it. I'm not trying to like.
But what do you want to talk about? It was really, really difficult for me, and I was getting very emotional, and I felt like I had to just get out of there.
Eject.
And remove myself.
The two of you bonded over realizing Ashtyn likes to gossip. I want to give you a second to respond to the fans who I'm sure will go, but then you all are gossiping about how she met her husband.
I heard that they met on like a sugar daddy dating app.
Really?
I don't know if it's true. I really don't.
Is that hypocritical, or do you see it differently?
I don't think we were gossiping about how she met her husband. I think that Fiona probably was I'm not going to speak for her, but from where I was sat, Fiona was basically like, hey, you want to play that game? Two can do that. And that is gossip. I think there also is a difference between gossiping and just bold-faced lying.
Seeking arrangements?
That does make
Seeking
sense.
arrangements?
That's
No.
what I heard.
No.
That's what I heard.
No.
That's
The
what I
what?
heard.
What's happening?
That's bad.
I think me bringing up that comment about how she met her husband, I can understand how that would be perceived as the same thing I'm doing to her. But I think at that point in the season, I was just, honestly, I was so fed up with all the kind of stuff that she had been doing to me and other people that, what I said was, like, yes, it was definitely petty. But, like Alex said, I really don't care how she met her husband. And, who knows if it's true or not. I still think it might be. But I even said, this is unconfirmed information.
Right.
Like, I was
You did
just saying
frame
what
it
I
with
heard.
like every guardrail protection of like,
Yeah.
this could be that.
Exactly.
What app was it?
It was one called Luxy.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it.
You came out right and said, I use this app. I looked at it. It is
Yeah.
for people looking for high net worth individuals. So could it just be a game of telephone?
I don't really know how seeking arrangement was ever put out into there. I mean, this app, I was on all the apps in Fresno and none of them worked for me. I found this one specifically because it didn't have restrictions to how far away people could be, but I mean, it also raised the bar for things, And I found a hot man, not a rich man. I mean, he's successful, don't get me wrong, but he's definitely not a sugar daddy.
And you're not a sugar baby.
And I'm not a sugar baby.
Okay, safe to say we have not made inroads there with Ashtyn. We're kind of where we left it at finale for the two of you.
Yeah, I'm good at, being professional in a setting, of course. We work at the same brokerage, but I am happy with proceeding at a distance.
I'm going to remove myself from the situation. I wish nothing but the best for you, your growing family, and everybody else. But I'm gonna go.
How do you feel about Hall and Fiona today?
Me and Alex, we are not on speaking terms at the moment. Professionally, I think that we'll always work fine together. Maybe we can put things to bed later if we have another season and work through it. Me and Fiona, I have spoken with her I actually asked her who made the comments about my husband and seeking arrangements. I wanted to know where her source was, and she refused to tell me. So it kind of just leads me to think that she made it up because she was upset with me for speaking about whatever.
Any regrets, anything you want to do over from your first season?
I would love to do it not pregnant.
Yeah, the Palm Springs, I was like, she is the only sober person in a zoo full of drunks.
I was crashing out.
Can you just shut the up?
Maybe in certain circumstances it's okay to drink if you're pregnant.
Did she call you, Tyler?
Tyler,
Hold
I'm
on, no.
sorry.
You know what? What's
You
crazy?
should be sorry.
I don't even think you guys knew you were being filmed, but a camera tracks over to Kaylee, and you're like in her stomach, just
And I'm
heaving.
awkward
And you don't.
roboting.
You're like, let's get up and move.
And I'm like, it's so bad. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
I needed
I was
you.
trying. I didn't know.
It did feel like you were trying to be Switzerland this season.
I
Get
was
the lay of the
trying.
land, stay neutral. That doesn't always work on reality TV.
No.
Is there any moment where you wish you had spoken up or said something that you didn't?
No. I think I did my best. I just, like, as a human being, I've dealt with bullying. I've dealt with, being blamed for things. We've all dealt with. And I really, really wanted to be unbiased going into it. Everyone has their own opinions. I listen, I pay attention, I notice patterns, but I also take to heart how people treat me. How the you treat me really matters. So I was, observing everything around me, but I was trying to stay neutral. And until I feel a certain type of way and I see something that I am involved in or I need to speak up about, I will. But to be completely honest, a lot of the drama was really convoluted and there was some alcohol involved, and I would sit there and listen to them have these arguments, and I still wouldn't understand what the hell they're fighting about. I was sitting there for 8 times.
Welcome
I'm like,
to
I
the
still
selling
don't,
franchise.
I still don't know what your fight is about. So how can I take a side? Like, everything's mumbled, jumbled. So I just want to make sure she was physically okay, and I still just didn't really know what side to take. So I don't really think I would take anything back or change anything at this point in time. But going forward, maybe I will have
Now
an
you know the
opinion.
game a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like you had a moment in the finale where you're like, do I jump in? Do I not? I think you put one foot in, you're like, you know what? I don't want it.
I just also, who the hell's telling the truth?
Yeah.
I don't know, because everyone has receipts. She has receipts. Fiona has receipts.
I think we need Andrew for an exclusive
I
one-on-one.
need, I need a lie detector
happened.
test here. I also know Andrew.
man.
So
Right. Season 5, we'll get him.
season 5 will get my answers.